Hey guys, it's time again for our weekly review. We haven't done one together for a little while. So this will be our first one back, and no other movie to review other than Solo that we went and watched last night. Now I will mention, we didn't go and watch it opening week. We waited for Cheap Tuesday and paid $13. Well, I got a free ticket, I had some, so I went and used it. And yeah, we ended up paying like $13 to go and watch it, which I was never going to pay full price for.
No, unfortunately. That's expensive. It's an expensive habit we got.
But as everyone is well aware, it's a very controversial film in the fandom. And I went in with very, very low expectations.
As did I, yeah.
So I think I was shielded against some of the, how can I put it? The deficiencies in the film. It wasn't a Star Wars film to me. It was just something put together and went through the paces. There was really no stakes. I felt like it was, it wasn't Star Wars. I won't consider it canon. The only part that's canon that I thought was interesting was well, spoilers everyone, by the way, first.
Obviously.
Darth Maul. So that was one part that I found interesting, because I'm thinking how are they going to link it with the Clone Wars and Rebels, because Darth Maul in the Clone Wars TV series had an awesome story arc. So hopefully, probably not, they won't continue it. They'll just do something completely random and stupid.
They definitely will.
They're not going to keep true to what's actually happened in the past, because they're setting about changing everything.
Which, as we know, is not making a lot of people happy.
Of course not.
Yeah.
No.
The only other part in this one that actually made me go, oh yeah, that's right, we're watching a Star Wars movie, was when they revealed the Millennium Falcon. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's the only other part that I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, well, if you hadn't seen the Millennium Falcon, you probably wouldn't have picked it as a Star Wars movie, actually.
No.
It could have been anything else.
It could have been anything.
The Empire, the Stormtroopers.
That's it, but even they weren't even presented. Like, I understand that this was like kind of, I don't know, they're like building up the Empire at this stage, I guess, like rebuilding. But yeah, the Stormtroopers were just like...
No, they weren't in the movie.
They were barely there. And then when he was like on the battlefield with his like... So obviously like when he first signs up, because he's part of the Empire... And they had those like really military outfits. I was like, that just looks like something you'd wear on Earth.
Yeah, well...
It was too realistic for me. It wasn't like in the Star Wars world.
I don't know. I think for me, Star Wars has always been about Jedi, Sith, lightsaber battles.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have shirts that...
Yeah, that have that
on
it. Yeah.
And good versus evil and... Yeah, but this story obviously was something that because Han Solo was such a popular character, they were like, let's cash in on this. Let's cash in.
Yeah.
And it was pretty bad. And as you can tell on Rotten Tomatoes, it's getting panned by most critics.
Yeah. I think it's only on like in 60%.
And everyone, so there's a divided fandom out there at the moment that really hate the film and probably haven't seen it. And then there's the people that are like defending it with beyond reason.
And I reckon there's people in the middle, where I feel like I kind of sit. Like I neither hate it nor loved it.
I consider myself a Star Wars fan.
Yes.
I love everything Star Wars, but I don't agree with what they've done. In The Last Jedi and Solo.
Recent films. Yeah.
Rogue One was good. I thought that was good, but the direction it's going in, it seems like it's going down. Like spiraling down. It's
just becoming another franchise. That's like, it's not, you know.
Well, look, it was always a big
franchise. It always was, but like, it feels cheapened now.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be controversial, but we're going to get a lot of comments on it. But putting modern day politics into it, like, I don't think that's a good thing. It ages the film, I think, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah.
Because later generations are going to watch them like. They're not going to be able to relate to it.
Same. Yeah.
Whereas the original movies, it was universal. Like, it was wanting to... Everyone could relate to it.
Throughout the ages,
Boys and girls could, like, see Luke as a hero. And boys and girls can see Leia as a hero.
Yeah.
And then you had the rogues that liked Han Solo because he was just a scumbag.
Yeah.
But a lovable one.
Now you're saying it's very PC, which is something we talked about.
Yeah.
So should we talk about what happens in it, I guess?
Look, I think it's a typical heist movie. Like, it was reminding me...
much.
I was sitting there going, what's this remind me of? It's like Ocean's 11 and Fast and the Furious.
But sci-fi.
But, like, with no emotion, like, no real emotion or no real stakes. There's no stakes in the entire thing.
That's
like,
very true.
The whole, like, tone of the film for me was just, like, level.
Yeah, so basically he's so driven. So basically he leaves the planet that he and Kira, who is Emilia Clarke.
Yes.
He leaves that planet, wants to have a better life for themselves, wants his ship and everything become pilot. And then I guess like he does his 3-year stint with the Empire and then goes to, stumbles upon Woody Harrelson's crew.
Yeah, so they're like a bunch
bandits.
Of bandits,
yeah. And then he ends up doing this job and then Emilia Clarke is... there, and then that whole like drive of that is gone.
Yep.
And then they just have to complete this job together, which is like the next like part, and then they just...
It's predictable.
Yeah.
There's no real stake. We know that he's not going to die. Chewbacca's not going to die.
No.
Lando's not going to die.
The only slight twist, like you said, was Darth Maul being
at
in
the
it.
end.
I was just like,
I was actually surprised. Like, a lot of people were like, that's such a random cameo. But I'm like, wait, if they link it up with Clone Wars and Rebels, and they follow the storyline that he has in that,
could be good.
It could be awesome. I mean,
could be good.
Going to Dathomir, where he's from, like, are we going to meet his brother?
It's always been so intriguing.
Are we going to meet Savage Opress, who's his brother?
Yeah.
Or the Night Sisters? Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. But they do have a way of...
We might not get a Darth Maul movie. We're getting, what is it, Boba Fett now?
Boba Fett, yeah, they're doing that.
It's just... I kind of feel like that's just a cheat. They're just putting it out there to see how people react.
Yeah.
They're trying to like build momentum for something. Oh, there's Linda doing another cameo. They're trying to like get people enthused to say, oh look, Star Wars is still going. We're still making stuff.
Yeah. But that's where I mean, like, it's getting cheapened now because they're like, hey, just stop.
It's just relax. Take it easy.
Thank you very much.
Listen to the fan base.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got like
you've got to respect the fans.
Yeah. Like a huge fan base, and that's been pretty loyal for like 40, 50 years.
Exactly. So they don't really want to mess with it.
But look, I felt really sorry for Alden Ehrenreich because he was not the right person to be Han Solo. I mean he tried. It looked like he tried really hard.
There were elements, like there were moments, like split seconds where I was like, oh no.
But like even the grin, like he didn't get the grin right because Harrison Ford, or when he was playing Han Solo, he had the smirk, the lopsided smirk, and you could see they were trying to get that, but it just didn't come. He just looked like a grinning idiot.
Didn't get there. I mean, I didn't mind him. I didn't hate him. I think he did well, but it could have been done a bit better. So
see, what I was expecting, Han Solo to be like an offshoot of Firefly.
Yes, they should have got Nathan Fillion.
But that's the kind of character that Han Solo... Well, that's what I reckon.
That essentially is...
That character was based off, I reckon.
Yeah.
It was based off Han Solo, so yeah, why couldn't they keep to it?
Why did they cancel Firefly?
Anyway, that's a whole other video.
Yeah.
From years ago.
Touche. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Donald Glover as Lando nailed it.
He did well.
Did really well.
He did well.
The intonation of his voice, and how he carried himself. His
mannerisms were...
I saw Billy D. Williams. That's what I didn't see.
But he's a great actor.
Yeah,
you know that he will do 110%.
And then what about L3? The one that the droid that everyone hated.
I didn't like it at all.
And I have an interesting theory. Everyone's coming out saying that it's so like they're bringing in gender and equality and all this stuff, but I kind of felt like the characters were making fun of the droid because of that.
Because it was annoying.
It kind of felt and like it's kind of like a dig at how annoying.
Yeah, when it's too much. When it's too much.
When they're too like over the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's good to an extent. I would have loved it if she was like... I liked it at the start when she was like this sassy little droid. I was like, cool. But then, it just got too much.
But then the characters themselves were like...
saying,
oh, shut up.
Yeah.
And that's what we're like in real life with some people.
Yeah, some people.
Just shut up.
It can... That character just annoyed me because it was just the same thing over and over and over again. It had nothing...
It had an agenda.
Yeah, it had nothing else but that.
I don't think the film had the agenda, and a lot of people are accusing it of it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. maybe I don't know. It's everyone interprets things differently.
They do, yeah.
Another thing that I did not see at all was pansexual Lando.
No, I didn't see that at all.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Hey, I was like, no, he's just dressing.
If I had not heard about this whole furore about the bloody gender or being a pansexual, I would have gone into the movie and not even realised.
Not even questioned that.
Or
no, neither.
Or I would have thought, he's a pretty loose guy.
He's just flamboyant.
He'll try anything.
With everyone.
He'll try anything.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
that's doesn't need to be mentioned.
It doesn't need to be I don't know, an argument on Twitter.
No. But yeah, true.
But that's what. The
other thing that I wanted to mention, which I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but Star Wars has, for me, never been about like including really famous actors and stuff like that. To me, that kind of makes it feel a little bit unreal.
Yeah.
Because, like, I love Woody Harrelson. I'm such a huge fan.
Yeah.
But having people like him and Emilia Clarke, who are so, like, iconic at the moment. Woody Harrelson has been forever. But having people that are, like, super popular at the moment kind of makes it feel like it's not real.
That plays into the what Disney's trying to do. They're trying to just make something that will be popular now, but it doesn't age as well.
Yeah.
Well, they had Natalie Portman in the prequels.
Yeah, but I mean, she was quite young, you know what I mean? Like,
young.
she was a young actress. Like, she was famous when she was very young. But she was still, like, an upcoming person, you know? Like
Jude Law. Oh, not Jude Law, sorry. Ewan McGregor, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
That would have been weird.
I'm gonna get hit now.
Where did Jude Law come from?
Ewan McGregor. I don't know, just for some reason...
Just in your mind right now.
I was just thinking Natalie Portman, and the last movie I saw her was with Jude Law.
Yeah, no, but, like, do you know what I mean? Like, there were people that, I mean, That's my opinion. It makes it feel less real for me when they include very popular actors.
Yeah, it definitely lessens the experience.
Yeah.
But the action scenes were pretty...
non-existent.
Well, they were, but they weren't nothing... There was nothing exciting. Like, just, again, there was no stakes. There was nothing at stake.
There wasn't really...
you know, the reveal of the big bad guy being a rebel...
Do you know what this kind of reminded me of? What? Justice League. It was just like a setup movie.
Yeah, that's true.
That's essentially what it is. Introducing you to the characters, showing you what they're about.
What did you think of how he got his last name?
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah? I
liked that. That's what I mean. There were bits in this movie that I was like, yeah. But then, like, 90% of the time I was just like, come on.
It was like a long movie. It didn't need to be that long.
No. Like, I found myself getting a bit bored.
Yeah.
I really did. Which is sad.
In a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I had to go watch it. I copped some flack for saying I was going to go watch it, but what can you do? Everyone can do what they want. But
why not? Anyway.
If you had to rate the movie, what would you rate it?
I'm in between 5 and a 6. But I'm going to go 5.
Alright. I was similar, but I'm going to go 6.
Okay. So was that a little bit better for you? Popcorn was a little bit saltier for you.
Yeah, it was definitely salty. Doesn't mean it was good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, disappointing.
Better than what you expected though.
Better than what, like, a lot of the controversy that was being hyped up about, I didn't see. I just went in to watch a movie, wasn't invested in it.
That wasn't Star Wars.
And it wasn't Star Wars. It was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Everyone's calling it soylo.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I drink soy. I need to.
Yeah. Well, I was calling it silo.
Silo. Oslo. What about Oslo?
Oslo.
It's a place.
Yeah. I was thinking about Silo because of the Simpsons movie when Homer Simpson pours all the pig
crap
into the silo. That's what I think.
Fair enough.
This movie.
So this guy, we want this guy back.
Yeah, come on, Harrison.
Make a prequel of Before the Force Awakens. as an old man. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd watch that. And I would pay full price for that one too.
I would too. Definitely.
Oh gosh. Alright.
Alright guys. That's us for this time. Or today.
Today.
We will be back next week. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. And follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook now.
Yes.
Okay. But anyway, have a great week guys and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye. Bye.